I'm just sending out my personal notifications for all those who have requested them. If you would like to add your number to my personal notification system, the directions on how to do that is below this video in the description box. Imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for. And no religion too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us. I should have really listened to this song first. And the world will live as one. Imagine no possessions. I wonder if you can. No need for greed or hunger. A brotherhood of man. Imagine all the people sharing all the love. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will live as one. So yeah, I know the tone, the melody was off from John Lennon's version, but it wasn't about the tone and the melody. It was about the effort. It was about the energy. It was about channeling those words. It was about you hearing in the message. Because this song came to me last night. And do you know, I had a chance to listen to it. I didn't. So that in itself is a message. We're going to go ahead and get started with our opening map, the meditation, affirmation, and prayer today. So thank you, Lustrous God, creator of all that ever is, was, will be, or could be, for these divine truths being channeled through me, for the empowerment of humanity, for the overall love, peace, health, wealth, and happiness of my beloved brothers and sisters of humanity. Praise. And after these messages, we'll be right back. All right. For all of you who are participants on this channel, we're so thankful and grateful for the energy that you bring to the table. We're so thankful and grateful that you care about love, peace, and happiness. That this is something that you're actively involved and engaged in augmenting, increasing, building for yourself, overflowing it for your brothers and sisters of humanity, for our overall health as a people. What do we want to say today, Lustrous God? If you can imagine it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. In other words, if you could see it happening in a vision, you can actually experience it happening in your physical world. So can you imagine all the people living as one? Can you imagine a world of love and peace and happiness where everybody knows that they're blessed, where one person's abundance willfully, decisively, and deliberately adds to the need of their brother or their sister? We heard a channeling that we want to bring up in this discussion. The channeling came from another source, and we want to say it was Barbara Marciniak. Not certain. We want to say it was Barbara Marciniak. Was it Barbara Marciniak? They spoke of somebody doesn't have a vacuum. What if it was a community vacuum available? And it reminds us of the idea of having a garage full of many goods, cribs, bikes, vacuums, tools. It would be accessible to the whole family. Oh, you need it? I got it. Dripping like water. You want it? I got it. Dripping like water. Yeah. In other words, I have it. And you know what? I'm not using it right now, so go ahead and use it. How about being that agent of change to where we have community contribution? Because see, the person over there may not have clean clothes because their washers broke down, or they don't have one, or they can't afford one. But you have a washer and it's not doing anything because you're done with laundry. What would have happened in our world if the ones that had the bread shared it with the ones that didn't have the bread? What would happen in our world, and how would that affect our head? How would that affect our entire existence? So this is coming up today, channeled clearly. We have the words of clarity for love, peace, and happiness. We're going to get into these cards immediately. The words of clarity for love, peace, and happiness. For love, we have wealth, praise. And we had a dream. We had a dream last night. It was a prosperous and abundant dream last night. And it was a dream of wealth. And I hear, you are wealthy. You are very wealthy. Some of you just haven't asked for it. Some of y'all haven't gone and picked it up. Some of y'all have it right in front of you, but you don't pick it up. But see, you have a moral obligation to be as wealthy as possible. Why? Because of what you do with your wealth. And we see now in our mind's eye, the end of the movie, Mr. Deeds. Mr. Deeds, he did so many good deeds. And he came up with all this money. And everybody had a red Corvette at the end of the movie. Everybody you get a Corvette, you get a Corvette, you get a Corvette, you get a washing machine, and you get a washing machine, and you get a washing machine. See, love and wealth are on the same frequency. Now, coming to mind, a person that we know who was entitled to a lot of wealth, but because she knew the background story of how that family came into the wealth, she forego her inheritance. Some of you are at a place where you're going to have the opportunity to either accept your inheritance or forego your inheritance. What will you choose? You can transmute the energy by what you do with it. You didn't do the deeds they did to get it. But when it comes to your doorstep, what you gonna do with it? You gonna leave it in their hands so they could do some more dirt with it? Or you gonna take that inheritance and flip that energy all into love and wealth, because you have that power. Some of us got this idea that money is the root of all evil. For the love of money is the root of all evil, is actually the way it was phrased in that book. But what we want to say to you is anything you do that is founded in love and peace and happiness, you can't go wrong. That's what we want to say to you. And in that time, in that book, interesting, in that time, this is getting kind of heavy right here, y'all, because I'm telling you, Physical Melinda's mind is a little bit blown right now because we're really about to challenge a book. Oh, Lord. In those words in that book, what it did was create a separation. And it was sufficient for a period. We're not negating the book. Because at the end of the book, it says that in the end days, new books will be written. This is part of the new book. This whole channel is part of the new book. There are many new books. There are many out here who are channeling pure positive energy, love and peace and happiness. In the energy that existed, yes, it was an excessive love of money, where the love of money was placed above the love for humanity. For this is the final commandment that I should give you, that you should love one another as I have loved you. That was the final commandment by the Son. Having money is a good thing. It's not a bad thing. It's okay. If you choose not to have money, that's okay too. But some of y'all are afraid to have too much money because it's going to make you look like that. What do they call Daddy Warbucks? You're not a Daddy Warbucks. What you going to do with your money? You go out there and create war and havoc and manipulation and deception and a whole bunch of ugliness? Or do you go out there and create love and peace and happiness? Because that's what you have wealth for. Some of you feel and know that you are very wealthy. What are you using your wealth for? What are you contributing to with your wealth? Some of you are about to come into a great mass of wealth because you've been in that love vibration. In money, in wealth, in love, it's all on that same frequency. It's okay for you to be wealthy. I want you to say it with me now. It's okay for me to be wealthy. I am wealthy, and it's okay that I am wealthy. Say it. Say it to yourself. It's okay for you to have wealth. Some of y'all don't want to be wealthier than your family members or your neighbors or your friends because you're afraid they're going to look at you differently. They probably will. Should that stop you from having this tool that you could do a lot of powerful things with? We have channeled a saying that we created a meme about years ago. An evil man with a whole lot of money could do a whole lot of evil, but love and peace and happiness, a person of love with a whole lot of money could create a whole lot of love. What you gonna do with your wealth? What will you do with your wealth? If your neighbor or your family member or your coworker or your whoever is pissed off because you are wealthier than them, that is indicator of a dissonance between them and the highest vibration. Anybody who is so jealous, so envious, so angry because you're wealthy is showing a dissonance between them and their highest self. See, because you know who I am and you know who you are. Let me tell you who you are. Let me tell you who I am. I'm the divine child of the creator of all that ever is, was, will be, or could be, honey. See, my parent, my source, my creator owns all this. You hear me? Owns all this, and I'm the beloved. So if that's true, how much of this is available to me in you? And I say all of it, honey, all of it. Now, why is love, peace, and happiness so important in this wealth? Because your motivations, your intentions, and the way you put it out there is the way it's going to come back to you. So if you put it out there with greed, manipulation, deception, it's going to come back to you that way. Because energy circulates. But when you put it out there with love and peace and happiness, shoot, all I want to do is take care of these kids, make sure everybody's fed, dressed well, enjoying life. Where's the problem with that? Oh, there ain't one, huh? Except for some of us don't believe that we can be wealthy, don't believe that it's okay for us to be wealthy. We got this whole idea from these pictures of the child of the creator of all that if it is, was, will be, or could be, that, he was poor and weakly. They depict the son of God as spoken of in that book as weak, poor. Honey, he had his own treasurer. Yeah, it was a traitor. Judas Iscariot was a traitor. But he had his own treasurer. He had a person in charge of his finances because he had finances enough to need their own manager. Hello, praise! Now, also, there's a lot of love in this. Let me just say there's a lot of love and peace and happiness. I can feel it all through my whole physical being. My arms got the goose pimples all over them. I'm just saying. When the man was murdered, before they even got to killing him, the guards were bidding on his clothes because as the words as close as we can quote them was, it was a fine garment, seamless. His clothing, his robe that he wore wasn't a poor man's robe. They were bidding on it, casting lots over it. They all wanted his robe. They were about to kill this man. And everybody wanted his robe because he was dressed in fine attire. The man was a fisherman. He was a fisherman. They didn't have cranks, electric cranks to haul their nets back then. This was a man of power. They had to throw those nets out into the ocean and drag those hauls of fish in by hand. This was a man of power. Do you hear me? This man was not sickly, nor was he poor. He didn't appear disheveled. This man had enough to take care of the masses. And so do you, and so do I, and that's what we have it for, to be a blessing. Does that mean you have to go give it a what? You can. I have. I'm sure you have too. I don't just be always giving it away to those who come through with their hand open. I let God show me where to give it. And sometimes I don't even give it directly. Sometimes I just bless it. Okay, Lord, this is somebody's blessing today. And throw it right on out my window while I'm driving down the road. As a matter of fact, I was looking at getting some crystals from New Zealand last year. But with the financial interchange of currency, we didn't send the right amount. And with the time of shipping, it just didn't work out. So what I ended up doing was telling her, do me a favor, just take that $150, bless it, pour blessings all over, and know that whoever finds it going to be blessed, and throw it out the window. I'm still friends with that woman. She was like, do you know that was the hardest thing I ever had to do? I said, do you know that it blessed your country and it blessed you too? Praise. Wealth, you have it because of your spiritual health. You have it because you are grounded in love, peace, and happiness, and you've made peace with this tool. It is a tool. It's okay for you to have money. It's okay for you to enjoy the use of the money. The way you'll know that this message is with you and this power and this energy is with you is because everything you do is about bringing more love and peace and happiness. When you put that as your foundation, you can't go wrong. You can only go right, as if there was a right and a wrong. But what we're saying is the repercussions of it, the side effects, the reaping of what you sow will come in with delight. Okay? Because who you treat to a good time, who you invest in, who you send to school, the business that you build, who are your employees, what companies do you purchase from, who are your vendors, where do you spend your money? That's what you're investing in. That's what you're building. You can invest in something that is a company that is ill reputed, who's out there engaged in, for example, they have companies that do fracking where they destroy Gaia to get their goods from the natural resources. Or you can invest in companies that are turning into alternative resources. You can purchase from the mom and pop store, or you could go feed the big corporations. You could send somebody to school, or I don't know what the comparison to that is right now, but you get the point. Okay, for peace, we have spark. Spark. Ooh, and I hear as you use your wealth, you are creating more peace out there. The spark is the creation that you're creating. You're setting off a fire. We setting off a fire today, people. We're setting off a fire of love and peace and happiness, and how that correlates to wealth and our having more wealth than the rest. It is okay that you are financially blessed. It is in harmony with your purpose. Some of you were born very wealthy. Others of you came from the lowest of the low poverty and are coming into great wealth now. And what will you do with it? Into what will you invest? For happiness, we have shine. Shine your light in all that you do. Shine your light into all that you do. When you build a company, will be a company that pays people the lowest wages, enslaves them. Give me all your hours of your life. You can't take that vacation with your family. We had a vision years ago that every business we build will pay people the higher wages available in the industry, that when they need time off to enjoy time with their families, all they got to do is switch their days with somebody else, because everybody's trained with one another. They're teams, right? You don't need a doctor's note, and you don't need to lie and make up some excuse. All we need you to do is bring in a family photo. We're going to put it in your employee file. And once a year at the company party, we will go through and see all the beautiful moments that your job allowed you and your family to enjoy. We want a happy environment at work with positive, oriented music playing in the background, and healthy food, in a break room, in a restroom if somebody should need it, with room for meditation, with mental health services available, spiritual empowerment possibly, with crystals around for that positive energy to ground. This is what we've seen. We also saw profit sharing. Many companies have such huge profit margins. How would our world change if they only kept 50% of the profits for their own gain and divided the rest of those profits into the employees that brought that profit in? What would change in their world? Well, what this channel saw was employees would then have the money to go on those vacations with their families. They would have the money to make sure that their families were well fed, clothed, taken care of, that their vehicles were in good repair. So when they left work from this positive environment, from this beautiful love and peace, happiness, contractually signed, like, this is our goal. If you're in harmony with love, peace, and happiness, you can work here. As soon as you step out of line, like, okay, it's time to go. You was stealing from somebody. Dude, you know you can't do that. There's no reason for that. You super well paid. You got to go. You can't work here no more. This is the vision where we're given. And what happened within a year of having this vision, we stumbled across a video from Simon Sinek. And Simon Sinek, he has a phrase. It says, start with the why. Why are you doing what you're doing? Why? Because of love, peace, and happiness. I love, peace, and happiness. It works great for me, and I know it works great for everybody. They just got to try it. Some people is real foreign to that concept. So anyways, Simon Sinek went to tour a company. I don't recall where it was. It was somewhere foreign. But this was a company that was already doing what this channel had seen in vision. So what I love about that experience, this was years ago that I stumbled across that information, is this vision is not just mine. It's already active. There's companies like that out there. And some of you are going to create companies like that, where it's high quality interactions and services. And honey, how much wealth do you need? Do you want happy, healthy, wealthy employees? Or do you want employees that are miserable with the job they do because they're barely getting paid enough? They ain't got no time for their family, and they sure ain't got money to bring home wine and roses to their wife and toys for their kids. They can't even take them out to eat because they ain't paid right. Yeah, see, there's a huge, and so why is all this coming up right now, Listener Scott? Because there's that balance of wealth and power that is shifting on earth. And your viewers need to know, because these are the seeds that are being sown. They have businesses in them. They have wealth in them. They have opportunities in them. They have performances in them. They have leadership in them. And they will lead the masses. All of them. All of you. That's what you finna do. Her praise. Woo. Yes, yes, yes. The bottom of, yeah. I like that feeling. Feel good. The bottom of the deck is balance. There's a balancing going on. The balance of wealth and power is shifting. The flashcard for today is the gray cat. The gray cat, this is creating. This is a magician energy. This is power. That direct connection from as above, so below. Can you see it? Imagine all the people. Yeah. You see, can you imagine it? Because you can, if you could see it in your head, if you could feel it in your heart, you can live it in your world. Praise. The bottom of the deck. We have 4 frogs sitting on a rock in the water. I feel like these 4 frogs is about to jump. 4 is the number of the heart chakra, as green is the color correlating to the heart chakra. It also speaks to the color of Gaia. Blue is the throat chakra, and the lettering and the number is in blue. So throat chakra, speaking it out from our heart. Water is blue, representing emotions, rising above, seeing above the emotions that have been sitting in this pond for a while. Elevating yourself using the rock. Okay, elevating yourself, being the rock. And I hear in the last of the song Stairway to Heaven, to be a rock and not to roll is the last lyrics of that song. You got to sit stable in your heart chakra energy. And when Source says jump, it's going to be time to bust a move, and you're going to know exactly what it is. Now, I'm also being drawn to say that below this is the blocks. Below this is the blocks. And below that, I have 12 trees. And speaking to the ancestor. And what was, okay, so the ancestors created some blockages with the energy that they were holding on to. What was they blocking out? They was blocking out the cupcake. The juicy part of life, the dessert, the fun, the deliciousness, the deliciousness, yes, the tastiness. Our ancestors have been blocking that, but you know what? You got past the blocks because the frog and that heart energy is on top of all that. So you moving through these past blockages using your what? Using your power. That divine connection as above, so below. You've been getting used to, it's like getting used to this money, baby. You got to get used to this money, baby. And we have been talking about money a lot over the years on this channel. We spoke about taking $3,000 cash and carrying that around for 3 months until we got comfortable with it. For $700 a month. Carrying around $700 for 1 day a month to make a money order used to scare the living daylights off of me. It used to scare the living daylights off of me. And Spirit said, how you fit to be a multi-millionaire or a billionaire and you scared to carry $700? See, you scared of your wealth. That's what God said. So when I ended up with a whole bunch of money in my account, I was like, okay. Now check this out, partner. This is what I'm finna do. Me and God had this whole conversation. Took $3,000 out, carried it around for 3 months, changed the entire vibration of my finances. You don't need to do it no more. Money come in. Now I'm supposed to tell you about this dream, just briefly about the dream. In the dream, I went into a business to order some food, and I wasn't getting the appropriate attention. I had to keep chasing down the attendant for the appropriate attention. But it was like every time I demanded attention, I would look on the counter and there was money just sitting there. $5, $1, $10. I pick it up, put it in my pocket because I had to know it was mine. Pick it up. So I picked it up. But it happened every time I demanded attention. Once I began to pick it up every time, then the screen, we talk about zooming. You so zoomed in, you can't see the big picture. So zoom out. Okay, so that's what happened in the dream. It zoomed out. And all of a sudden, I wasn't just in the store. What I could see was like another dimension, because this store was one small portion of a huge warehouse. And this huge warehouse had different rooms in it. And each of these different rooms was different places in our physical world. And as I went to explore, I found money everywhere. There was money in books, money on shelves, money in drawers, money sitting on in the most random places. Like, look behind this curtain. There's money there. Look under this glass. Oh, there's money there too. So I'm just picking it up. Before you know it, my pocket is that fat. Can't put no more money in here. And then I'm in my room. My room is in this warehouse. And there's money everywhere. I open my top drawer and there's all this money in there. So I picked up all this loose money that was just on top. And I had the knowing, the sensing that this money always been here. This money been here for a long time, just been sitting here. How I didn't know this money was here. And then as I picked up this loose money off the top, I saw this money finally fanned out below it and scooped it up. When I scooped it up, I found a patent leather red mini backpack. I always like to use a mini backpack. And it was red and it was patent leather and it was shiny like me. And I was like, oh, that's a good thing that this red backpack is here. Because I get the bag. I get the bag. And it was funny because I needed it. My pocket was too full. So I took all that money and shoved it in that bag and I turned to bust a move. And what did I spy? I caught something I wasn't supposed to see. Something that was happening automatically, but I became aware of it. And it was this person who was putting money all in these different places. Real quick, he moved. He opened up my comp notebook, opened it up, shove $100 in there, close it. Because the other part about it, tell you, is in my room was all $100 bills, baby. It was all $100 bills. So this dream showed me that the universe has agents working there is plenty of abundance available. We just got to be willing to pick it up. Yes, I will pick up your paper. You want to give me some? Okay, I'm going to pick it up. We got to be willing to look through what we have. Not in the drawer sense that I got it, but what is your drawer? It's someplace where you store things of your own. Look through your drawer. What is in your drawer that transmutes into money? See these nails right here? They transmute into money. That's in my drawer. See them paintings right there? That transmutes into money. That's in my drawer. What is in your drawer that transmutes into money that is just normal to you? Because see, this right here, it may blow your mind, honey. But this is just me doing me. This is just normal. This is my everyday. It ain't nothing for me to throw some paint on something and just, this is just what I do. It's just normal. But to somebody else, it's not. Because that's not in their drawer. They got something different in their drawer. And they want what you got. And they're going to give you some money for it. But you got to open your drawer. and see what's in it and be willing to pick up the money in it. What is the major arcana energy today? The sun. Praise the sun, the happiest card in the deck. And the sun shines. Oh, Lord. Yes, please, and thank you. And like the sun, I always shine. It's in my drawer. And look, y'all love me. And you right here watching me shine. Pulling out of my drawer and overflowing it to you with all the love and peace and happiness in my heart. That's why when I say I deserve every donation I get every day, yes, please and thank you, I really do. It's an energy exchange. We're so thankful and grateful for you because we deserve it. We are worthy of it. Do you know that about yourself? Say it with me. I am worthy of being wealthy. I am worthy of being rich. I deserve wealth. I deserve riches. I deserve health. I am worthy of health. I deserve love. I am worthy of love. I deserve peace. I am worthy of peace. And every time we're doing this, we're grabbing it from the ethers. I deserve happiness. I love happiness. I deserve it. I am worthy of it. Yes. Let those words bless your life. And what else is possible in this for our bliss? See, if you're going to put a period on something, let it be something that's going to benefit you, that you put a period on. Too many of you all been saying, my money fund. Ooh, cancel, clear and delete all that shit. You put a period on it, honey. No. Money comes to me freely and easily on the wings of grace. Period. I put a period on that. Yes, please and thank you. Okay, let's go. How you gonna bring this in? How you fit fill my account back up? Put a question mark on that. If you're gonna put a question mark on something, let it be something that's gonna bring in some more abundance for you. Okay, let's go. Where is the love and peace and happiness for me today? Put a question mark on that. Show me. Period. Use your periods and your question marks very, very powerfully because today is a day of sunshine. Sunshine is not only happiness, it's love, it's connection, it's fun, it's power, it's energy. Imagine all the people. Yeah, imagine them connected in love and peace and happiness. And even at every session, we begin our opening map and we say, for their overall love, peace, health, wealth, and happiness. We include that in our meditation, affirmation, and prayer for you because we see the wealth in you. See, and that's another thing, too. When you look at them and you judge them because they're well, ooh, look at what how they go, they didn't need another car. They didn't need a pair of Versace sunglasses. Look, you might want to check yourself. Look at the look on your face and look at the look on your heart. You're judging wealth. You're judging that person's vibration with wealth. You're judging them for how they got it. Okay, cool. It don't have to be the way you do. But stop judging the wealth. The wealth is an indicator of vibrational health. And the difference between us and some of them is our foundation that we're building it in. So also with that, because we're building it on a new foundation, on a more stable foundation, thank you, Love Source God showed me. It just needs a new foundation. They built it on a faulty foundation. That's why they shit always come crumbling down. I know, okay, fine. When we were 29, we learned that some people don't know no dope dealers or no drug dealers or gangbangers and stuff like that, right? But some of y'all know about some dope dealers. They built that wealth. They be wealthy, huh? They be really wealthy. They be big balling. Yeah. What eventually happens? The tower crumbles. It was not built on a stable foundation. It was not built with love, peace, health, wealth, and happiness in mind. It was not built on the foundation of love, peace, and happiness, because their investment was in endangering the health of another, destroying families, destroying spirituality, and creating misery, because drug use is not creating happiness. Do you get the drift? So when you get wealthy, you use your wealth powerfully with a strong, stable foundation, and that's where you'll create what will last forever. Now, remember something else, because somebody says, "With the 1%ers, with the 1%ers." I hear you. I hear you, baby. I hear you, and I feel you. I really feel you. I really feel you. It wasn't our time then. Remember, we've been talking about the magnetics on Earth and how they was flowing in the opposite direction, so the darkness prospered. But guess what? It was built on a faulty foundation. It's been tower moment in the cards all over. What's at the bottom of the deck? Oh, I knew it. Spirit showed it. Preach. Praise. It was built on a faulty foundation, honey. I saw that this card, and I said it before I flipped the deck over. You people don't know that it was face down, but I'm telling you, it was face down. We've been getting this tower at the bottom, faulty foundation, coming to crumble. Okay? So build with love and peace and happiness, because your wealth is coming in, and baby, you blessed. So while I was trying to journal about this dream I had, I found it highly significant that my little 4-year-old grandson, my little magician grandson, they both so magician, they both be channeling, but the younger children always, they just overflow with it, like so easy, right? I'm journaling about the dream. And here come Quentin. "Grandma, look at what I found." My girlfriend had taken the boys outside to ride their bikes and play while I was busy getting ready for my show, right? Here he come with a big, fat, shiny quarter. I said, "Baby, go put that in the magic money jar." At one point, okay, here's something else. I was out one night. This is important for you. This is important for you. Pay attention. I was out one night, and this lady really wanted to be my friend. Well, I just want to get to know you. I just want to be your friend. We could kick it. We could do this. We could do that. I bring this. I bring that. I was like, "Look, check this out, partner. I'm not hiring for new friends. No new friends. No new friends. No. I said, everybody in my life contributes to my life. Most of them pay me." I said, "You know what? As a matter of fact, while I'm talking to you, every friend that I have is come to me through my businesses." Why? Because that's what's in my drawer. My talents, exchange talents. Every person who I associate with came to me through business. They pay me. My child pays me. My grandchildren bring me money. And it's okay. And all you want to do is get to be my friend just because you want to. Get in line, honey. You want to get to be my friend? Why don't you go to one of my businesses and support it? And somebody says, "Oh, that's kind of cold, Melinda." Is it cold, or is it recognizing my worth? Because let me tell you something. I wouldn't have time to do these shows if I had 50 billion friends who always want to be on my phone and in my face and come over here and let me come tell you about my problems. I wouldn't have time to give you what I'm here to do. See, I have a purpose. And when I set up certain boundaries for myself, it enables my energy to go in the direction to which I choose to guide it. So some of y'all have problems receiving payment for your gifts. But see, God gave you talents to exchange for talents. And that book, that's what their money was. It was talents. It wasn't dollar bills. It wasn't Benjis. It was talents. But God showed me in my dream that in my drawers was so many $100 bills. It was Benjis all up in there, because today the money is Benjis. So get in your drawer. It's okay to charge. You're really good at something. Shoot, some of y'all gifts of gab, your psychologists, your psychics. Maybe you know how to fix a computer or something. Did you know that there's apps you could sign up where people can pay you by the minute to ask you questions about whatever you know? And it's free to you. Did you know that there's a website? Let's say you design shirts and stuff. There's a website where you go on there and you just make all these designs and you promote them on social media. And every time y'all design sell, you get paid. Did you know you could do that with shoes? I don't know what else is out there. This is just coming off my mind. My girlfriend, she bought a bike, low price. With this whole COVID thing, that girl was flipping bikes. She was buying for $20, $30 for up to $180, $200 per bike. Getting sacked and wrecked. Do you hear me? What is in your drawer? What can you do? What opportunity is right there in front of you? Those are great questions. Listen, Scott, what is the opportunity that's right here in front of me that I can't see, but I know is here in front of me, and you can, and I can see, and I'm ready to see. Okay, we've been going on and on and on, ain't we? Let's get into the experience. Interestingly enough, the experience today, the bottom of the major arcana and the bottom of the deck for our overall energy for humanity matches the first card out today. So, experience today, the Tower moment and the Death card came in together. So, somebody getting a shocking transformation, unexpected. There's a fallout, there's a transformation, something done changed, and you know what? You couldn't even see it coming. Somebody got a transformation that they couldn't see coming. Is somebody dealing with the Scorpio? They done had a fallout. Either you or they is a Scorpio. There's a fallout. Some new information coming in. Ego strike. Somebody got their feelings hurt. What else? We got the 10 of Pentacles. First off, this is about wealth. Oh, shoot. Now the experience is going into everything we've been talking about. This is about creating general wealth. Your life is about to change. Somebody's life is about to change because you're getting big change come in here. I had a dream a long time ago that I was reminded of. I was telling my girlfriend about the dream I had last night about finding money everywhere. And let me tell you, can I tell you in that dream? It was like, shoot, if I keep finding more hundreds in a minute, I'm going to have over 10 G's. I was like realizing this during the dream, right? But while I'm telling her the dream, I remember another dream where I was playing in the playground with my grandsons and in the sand, we saw a quarter. And then there was more quarters. And we was picking up all this change, and I was like, oh my God, this is like hundreds of dollars right here in change. And so me and my grandsons, we was picking it up and saving the money. So the dream that it was before was about picking up quarters. And then the beginning of the dream that I just had last night, it was about picking up dollars, $5, $10. But by the end of the dream, it was 20s, 50s, 100s, and stacks. So your wealth is coming in. The wealth that you're building is going to blow folks' mind. It's generational wealth. This is giving you something to leave an inheritance. You know, one of my big life goals is to make sure that all my great grannies and my grannies is trust fund babies. I told my daughter, I said, yeah, they all going to be trust fund babies. And to unlock their trust fund, they got to watch videos. I'll have thousands of videos on this channel. And I want them to know me, and I want them to know what I think, and I want them to know what I've channeled, and I want them to be the most empowered humans on this earth. And therefore, to unlock their financial wealth, they're going to have to watch a video. Every time they watch a video, they get a little bit more dough. Okay? So how many videos they going to watch today? I don't know. We're going to find out. But hey, grannies, when y'all get to this point in the channel, put your comments in. Let me know. I'm just curious. How much money do you get for watching each video? I just want to know, because this is going down. I didn't see this too long ago. Okay. The next card out we have is the 9 of Cups. Wish fulfillment. And I hear hog heaven. Hog heaven. Why hog heaven? Oh, shoot. Okay. So here in Vegas, we have the pig farm. Did you know that the casinos won't give their, huge messages. Casinos won't donate the leftover food from all their restaurants and buffets to the homeless, but they will give them for free to the pig farm. So there's something there about taking what appears to be one man's waste is another man's wealth. There's a message there about that. But the other message, the first message I got was pigs will eat anything. And at the end of the day, that bacon, the ham hocks, and all the stuff that come off of it is wealthy. So what they're saying to you is your wish come true is because you could take whatever and make something out of it. Now they're showing me how my father used to drive his truck around. You know, my dad did a lot of bad stuff, and I talked to y'all a lot about the bad stuff he did. But he did a lot of things that taught me to be, use ingenuity, think outside the box. You would drive around, and like I said, one man's trash is another man's treasure. This man will pick up scrap metal from the alleys and go take it to the junkyard and get cash out for it. Then he had me write down on a notepad, we'll haul junk cars for free. So we was driving around towing out people's cars. They so happy because these cars have been sitting in the back of their yard for 20 years, 15 years. You know, just collecting dust, all weeds growing over them. So, oh man, this person will get rid of this car for me. That's great. Here, you call my dad, and my dad be like, yes, I would love to come take your car out of your way for free. He turn around, take it to the junkyard, catch all kinds of money. Wish fulfillment. What is in your drawer? And somebody literally got something in there. Somebody, ooh, that just came through real strong. Somebody is sitting on a document and you ain't checked on it yet. You ain't checked on that document. What is this document? Because apparently it's linked to a whole bunch of wealth and prosperity. Get off your lazy bum, open your drawer, get the document, call the number, sit on hold for a while and see what you got. It's going to really delight you. What else do you want to talk about? The Ace of Wands. Now you got the power in your hand. I got the power. What you going to do with it? All right. What you going to do with this power? It's saying you got to put things in. Swing, batter. Swing. Reminds me of yesterday's message. It's like the opportunity is coming. Huge opportunity coming for you to take your swing. You're up to bat. It's your chance. You had, some of y'all really had thought about this for a long time. Didn't know how you was going to make it appear in your physical world. And then you kind of like left it alone for a while. You stopped thinking about it. And bum-ba-da-dum. But stop thinking about it. You stopped worrying about it. You stopped adding resistance to it. You removed all the roadblocks. And here it is. It's kind of how it works. That's why we say if you can't think about what you want in a positive way, just think about anything else that's working for you. The Knight of Pentacles. Just confirming that the power comes in your hand because you have held this virgin. And I'm hearing it's been a long time coming. And I hear, at last, my love has come along. My lonely days are over. Yeah, baby. The Knight of Cups. Oh, what a confirmation. What else? Knight of Cups. Somebody bringing in their cup of love. They done found their cup of love and they bringing it in. Now, this is an opportunity coming your way. We heard just last night as well in preparation for this reading. We heard the page of a suit is about really like figuring out what you want. The Knight of the suit is the opportunity coming in. You still going to have to accept this opportunity. The Queen of the suit is accepting the opportunity. The King of the suit is putting it into action and the benefits that overflows from it. So what's the next card that came out? Ooh, the Lovers card. So as it pertains to our wealth, today is all about money. The perfect opportunity, your dream opportunity is coming through. A lot of you, you're going to have to perform, do your art, put your show down, do your money dance, whatever it is, baby, do your money dance. What you got in your drawer? It's time to bring it out. Bring them out. Bring them out. Yeah, bring them out. The bottom of the deck is the Page of Pentacles. This was you like, oh, I know what I want. I know what I want in the past. Deciding, I know what I want. I know what I want. So, I love today's message. I love money. No, I don't feel like it's evil because I'm grounded in love, peace, and happiness. If I'm grounded in love, peace, and happiness, can't be no evil in that. As a matter of fact, we're going to close out this session with a final phrase that we channel, which is, money is the amplifier of your heart condition. If you are a person of love, the way you use it going to show it. If you're a person of hate, the way you use it going to show it. What you put your money to is showing where your heart condition sits. Money is the amplifier of your heart condition. the amplifier, like in Blanca. I got amplifiers. I got 4,000 watts in my trunk. I'll be beating down the block. You can hear me coming. It's the amplifier. The beat in my heart is amplified by the money in my account, in my hand, and what I do with it. Praise. That's all, folks. Let's get into the donations and the mini readings. I noticed something on my phone earlier, so let's see. Ooh, it's 12:34 over here in Vegas. 1, 2, 3, 4. I like the alignment. So let's see. I got a $9 donation from Christina. I got a $5.88 donation from Wanda. Praise. So let me put Christina down and then Wanda. And today I'm using the Moonology Oracle cards to do your personal mini readings. So thank you for your donations. Every dollar you send, I deserve it. I'm worthy of it. And besides, I just be investing in more cards. I'll be buying another deck of cards. That's what I do with it. Just in case you wonder, I buy more cards. But everybody who donates $5 or more, I will reciprocate with your personal mini reading utilizing the Moonology Oracle cards today. Let's see what is the message for Christina. Let me break these cards up out of here. And I want to say hello to all of you who are with me live during the show. So thankful and grateful you was able to take a moment from your day. I often ponder, what were they doing before I sent them the notification that I just went live? Put that in the comment. Let me know. Did you have to take a break? What you have to stop doing? You got something simmering on the stove while you talking to me or listening to me talk to you? You still in the bed? You a lazy head like me? No. I woke up early today. And let me tell you, I woke up early today. I'm just saying, this was early for me today. You guys said, get up and get ready and do your show. You got a busy day ahead of you. I'm like, okay, I heard. I didn't have this happen to me before. I have enough experience to know God ain't playing when God said, get up and get ready to go. All right, so Christina, what is a perfect message for Christina right now? Let's for God, and thank you. May it return swiftly to you on the wings of grace. Yes. Ooh, your card came out. Ooh, luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. I hear there's 2 dates that will be very important coming up. I don't do a lot of timing stuff on this channel, but it's coming through with this deck in particular. During the time of Sagittarius, Sagittarius is late November to late December. Check the exact dates. During that time, something really fortunate coming your way. Luck is on your side. What is luck? What is luck? Luck is energetically, you've aligned yourself with what? With wealth, with love and peace and happiness. So this is showing that you are in, your alignment is right to deliver the blessings. You're getting in tune with the vibration of this universe, which is love and peace and happiness at its best. So if you get in tune with the universe, oh, Lord, thank you. Oh, girl, hold on. I got to put these cards down because I just channeled something huge. Again, we're talking about the magnetics and whatever these entities were that reversed the rotation of the magnetics on Earth. You have to be in tune with the energy on Earth to have the abundance unlock for you. This is why those of us who are tuned to love and peace and happiness and adding to, humanity in a beautiful way, could never get nowhere because somebody had reversed the magnetic flow on Earth. But remember I said that shit was corrected last summer? And now it's picked up momentum. The energy is there. It's picked up momentum. And let me just tell you, yesterday I was like, what the hell? I'm so not used to this. I checked my bank account. I have 53 cents in that account. I was like, well, I'm glad I got another account. Glad I got credit card. I'm good. But this morning while I was having a conversation with one of our sisters here on the channel, I was like, oh, shoot, 5 plus 3 was 8. It was a number of power. It was no problem. It was no problem because 53 cents in my account did not stress me out. I was like, oh, this is good. Everything was fine. I got another account with money in it. Got some cash over here. I got credit cards over there. We straight, right? So that is coming up right now to come through. because what it's showing me is you've built up this energy of the highest vibration. And now that the magnetics on Earth are flowing in its proper rotation, the way the divine created it, it is not being manipulated by the dark energies. That's been on correct. It's being on correct. Autocorrect is in full effect. Now, as you align yourself with the highest love and peace and happiness, now that these magnetics is flowing in the correct direction, it's going to do what it's supposed to do. See, that's why the darkness had thrived for so long, because they were in alignment with the magnetic flow on Earth. With the vibration on Earth, magnetics, vibration. That is some deep stuff that I ain't never had before. So right now you gotta just deal with me for a moment, because I'm kind of like, whoa, like mind blown. Like, that's heavy. That is freaking heavy. Like, do you understand the implications of what I just said? Whew, because I do. And I'm like still processing it. Whoa. So Cryon says, just keep trying. I know you tried it before and it didn't work, but keep trying, because you're in a new energy now. And that's exactly what he be talking about. All right, bottom of the deck for you, girl. Oh, a new star is coming. New moon, and this is new moon in Sagittarius. So do yourself a favor and Google when is the next new moon in Sagittarius. Significant for you. New moon, a new start is coming. New moon in Sagittarius. Luck is on your side. Now, I want to also, there's something else I'm getting. Why are we getting all personal today? Okay, because my daddy was a Sagittarius. So a lot of Sagittarius, whenever I see Sagittarius, like, okay, my daddy. My twin flame grandma was a Sagittarius. Whenever I get Sagittarius, I be seeing. Ooh, you better learn to read your world. I'm just saying, if you ain't learned to read your world, please learn to read your world. Pay attention. You got new stuff coming to you, girl. Keep on that high vibrational state of mind, because it serves you well. And know that now the energy is ripe and ready to overflow abundance your way. Yes, please and thank you. For Wanda, let's go. What is a perfect message for Wanda? Thank you. What is, ooh. Okay. Wanda, a personal issue reaches resolution. Full moon in Cancer. A personal issue reaches resolution. Believe in the impossible. The blue moon is at the bottom of the deck. Believe in the impossible, Wanda. So as you have believed, so you shall receive. As you have believed, so be it unto you, is what I hear. So this is interesting, because what I'm seeing is a shift in your belief. That's why this personal issue is coming to resolution for you. And I feel like this has to do with your dealings with other people around you. And I really feel strongly this is talking about your romances. I really do. I feel like you've had some struggles in romances, but oh, this is perfect, because I got a text message from you. How to love, right? And we gave you a song. I want it. I got it. 7 rings. You like my hair? Gee, thanks. Just bought it. So this is about your finances and about your romances. And it has, okay, and this is all being affected because the real personal issue that is being resolved is self-love, baby. Self-love and seeing abundance and prosperity is like working through that cross-current energy in these issues. So that's what I have for you, Wanda. Thank you for your donation. Now I see Brianna. Thank you for joining. So happy you could be here. Thank you for your super chat, $9.99 donation. Let's see. She says advice for me. Let's just, and we're using the Moonology Oracle cards today. So what's the advice for Brianna at this time, Russell Scott? What is the advice for Brianna? The advice, the card coming out being advice for Brianna. What is the advice for Brianna? Okay, All right, girl. Look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. Look at the bigger picture. Okay, like my dream, I talked about zoom out. You're feeling a lot about the situation, whatever this is. You got to know that what you're doing, you will meet with success, but you got to zoom out and look at the bigger picture. The bottom of the deck is take time to breathe out. So I feel like this is you like that, feeling like that about something, right? And as I do that, I just feel my energy shift. So you've been through an energy shift and you're just like, oh my God, I don't know if I can do this anymore. What is this project you've been working on? What is this? Because I do see that if you can just zoom out and see, it's like they're saying you need to look at how far you've come and you need to look at the effect. And what I'm getting for you is don't just look at a personal effect. How has this affected the world around you? So this bit, what I'm channeling for you, Brianna, will benefit all humanity, whoever sees this video. When your desires and your goals are in alignment with the greater good for humanity, now what happens is because the greater good of humanity, the greater humanity is out there hoping and praying and wishing, like, God, can you please help me with fill in the blank? What is it? And because that fill in the blank is in alignment with what you're trying to bring to the table. Like, for example, during the channel messages earlier, we talked about companies where people are being the highest paid in their industries. We talked about profit sharing. We talked about easy time off requests. We talked about a workplace of love and peace and happiness. Don't you think there's people out there praying and wishing for that right now? I wish I had a job and I could just come home happy. I wish I could get paid more. I wish I could just take this time off with my family. We got a wedding out of town to go to. Don't you think there's people out there wishing and praying for? So what they're saying is get your wishes and desires in alignment with the bigger picture. Look at the bigger picture. There's something going on in your life, and you need to see the bigger picture. What is the big overall implications of it? What does it really mean? Okay. So I hope that I'm sure. I don't hope. I really, every time I get fix my mouth to say I hope, sometimes I get it all the way out. Today, I only got it halfway out, and I'm so thankful and grateful that this message has served you because I know who I am. I know what I bring to the table, and I know what I'm channeling. So with all that being said and done, I'll be back with your pick a deck today. So be ready for me to come right back, okay? All right. Until next time. I absolutely love and adore the part of me that aligns with you. The golden thread that shines all the way through, called love and peace and happiness. And in the meantime, in between time, you can treat yourself at lphtarot.com. As in love, peace, and happiness to you and yours. And of course, me and mine. Until next time. Love you, later.